It smell good. I don't know what that is, but it smell good. Hi you guys, it is your girl Pretty Girl Peeps here with some pretty cool relatable content from your favorite pretty girl. So today's video is going to be exactly what the title says, which is how to pick out your signature scent, or how to figure out what your signature scent is. So this video, I'm going to try to not make it long. I did take some notes so that I can try to be as timely as possible. Something I've been talking about on my my Instagram a lot, and a lot of people have asked me to make a video pretty much talking about how you can figure out your signature scent. So to me, what a signature scent is a scent that people like notice you by, or like a scent you wear and you get a lot of compliments, or it's a scent that you wear and it's like your signature scent, like when you need a pick-me-up, or you need like that confidence boost, or you know, you're going to apply for a job, or you're going on a first date, something like that. It's the scent that you would wear. It's your signature scent, or a scent that works so well with your body chemistry that it just melts into your skin and just creates something even new. That's what a signature scent is to me. So we're kind of going to talk about it, and then I'm going to kind of talk about some of my favorite scents that I own and why they're my favorites, and then kind of talk about, like I said, how you can find your own signature scent. So I think the two biggest things that you want to do to figure out what your signature scent are is, number one, and probably the easiest, is to take a fragrance quiz. So a lot of places offer them, like Sephora, online like Ulta, and then I'm sure there's just regular websites you can go to as well. So what it's going to do is kind of figure out like what type of scents you are drawn to, what type of scents would probably work best for you, and then suggest them based on like the fragrance family and type, which we'll also talk about in this video a little bit later. So that's number one. Take the quiz, see what scents are in that fragrance family that they suggest. The second one is to simply go and test out some fragrances. So you can do this by going to like a Sephora, a Ulta, a Nordstrom's, a Macy's, and trying out some scents and kind of seeing what you like or what you don't like. Back in the day, I don't know if they still have it, where I used to try a lot of my scents was Perfume Mania. One of my homeboys from Eastern actually worked there, so I used to go there and try out a lot of scents. My scents have definitely changed since then, but another suggestion is to, when you are testing this out, of course, spray it on the little paper. And if you're going to be, you know, testing multiple scents, you want to use coffee beans to kind of erase the last scent, so you're smelling a fresh scent. Is to spray it on your wrist and don't dab it, just let it air dry, and actually like walk around the mall or wherever you're at for a little bit and kind of see how that scent dries down on you as well. Because that's something a lot of people forget about, is yes, a scent has a like opening, or kind of like what it's going to smell like when you initially put it on, but then as the day goes on, it's going to go through like the middle note, and then it's finally going to dry down and end. So you kind of want to smell what that dry down would smell like on you. And that's another thing, you know, I think sometimes people are like, oh, well, my homegirl wears X, Y, and Z, but it may not work as well with your body chemistry. So that's why it's also pretty good to check it out and wear it yourself, you know, or like a person at the store can suggest it and be like, well, I like da 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 da. And you may like it, you know, straight out the bottle, but I think it's best that you still actually, you know, smell it on yourself with your own personal body chemistry. Another way to test out scents is, of course, samples. Like I know Sephora used to, I don't know if they do, they used to give samples. I think you can get like 3 at a time of different scents. Or you can get like sample sets from like Ulta when they have their Christmas sale. And then there's something called a discovery set. So typically a discovery set is going to be from like one brand, like Joe Malone has one, the Killian brand has one, and it's just like different scents from that fragrance house. And the house is kind of like all the fragrances that are housed within that fragrance brand, if you will. So if I'm explaining this wrong, my bad. This is just my understanding of things. And then you can try out like maybe 7 or 8 scents within that fragrance house and kind of see what you like or what you don't like. So that's pretty cool. So a few other things are going to be to figuring out what works well, like I said, with your body chemistry, figuring out what would layer well if you want to try to layer. Layering is something I feel like you kind of start to do more once you've gotten into perfumes and like body sprays, mints, body butters, because all those things are going to impact your last scent, which really to me also helps create your signature scent, because it's kind of a mixture of all those things that you're layering on your body. Then again, like I said, let air dry, don't dab. Even when you're not trying it out, like let it air dry. Because when you dab it, you take down some of that intensity. So something else to kind of think about is the sillage, which is going to be like how long it actually lasts throughout the day. That's something else to kind of look at. And I call it throw, but that's just like how far, like, does that scent just go? Like, does it fill up the room? Are you just and the person next to you going to be able to smell it? I look into those things as well. So another thing that you want to think about when you're choosing your signature scent is going to be key notes. Notes, which is the notes within the perfume. The fragrance family, which is what like fragrance family it falls under. We'll talk about that in a second. And then like the actual fragrance type or scent type. So to kind of get started, fragrance families are like florals. So you have florals. Then you have warm and spicy. That's kind of where most of my fragrances hit. Then you have fresh. Then you have woody and earthy. So most of my fragrances, like I said, are more warm and spicy, but I do have a lot of florals as well. I don't really have too many fresh, but I do have a couple fresh I do like. And then woody and earthy, I'm not really sure if I have any of those. So then even within those fragrance types, within those fragrance families, there's different fragrance types. So you have like fruity florals, warm florals, which I like warm florals, and I like fruity florals. And then you have warm and sweet gourmands. You have fresh citrus and fruits, which falls under fresh. You have fresh florals, classic florals, powdery florals, cool spices, warm woods, citrus and woods, classic woods, earth greens and herbs, woody spices, and fresh aquatics. So some that I kind of wanted to note that I like within some of those are like fruity florals. I like the Chanel Chance, the Marc Jacobs Daisy, Burberry Her. Then if you like warm florals, I like the Carolina Herrera Good Girl. And then warm and sweet gourmands. So that's like Victor and Rolf Flower Bomb, YSL Black Opium. And then fresh florals that I like Dylan Turquoise. Then if you like classic florals, you may like Gucci Bloom, Dior, Miss Dior. Yeah, so those are just a few examples. So what I want to do really quickly though is take that one step further and kind of explain what each of those fragrance types kind of identifies with. So fruity florals is going to have notes similar to like a pear or a peach possibly. Warm florals is going to have notes like amber and vanilla. Warm and sweet gourmands are going to have notes like warm and spicy like vanilla and coffee. Fresh citrus and fruits, fresh with notes like lemon and bergamot. Fresh florals are going to have notes like honeysuckle and nerole. Classic florals is going to have notes like rose and gardenia. Powdery florals are going to have notes like iris and violet. Cool spices are going to have notes like bergamot and nutmeg. Warm woods is going to be woody and earthy with notes like sandalwood and pine. Citrus and woods is going to be woody and earthy with notes like bergamot and vetiver. Classic woods is going to have notes like cedar, wood, and moss. Earthy greens and herbs is going to have notes like basil and fresh cut grass. Woody spices is going to be oud and leather. And fresh aquatics is going to be notes of the ocean. So those are kind of the different breakdowns. And again, it's kind of about asking people like, what do you like? Or, you know, I like once you figure out what fragrance type and what fragrance family you're under, you can definitely like ask your friends on social media or something like, hey, I like these type of scents. What are your favorites? But it's really, like I said, going to be about trying it out and figuring out once you find this fragrance, like what fragrance makes you smell like that girl or that guy. Like what fragrance makes you light up? What fragrance makes you just be like, oh, I want to hug myself like all day long? And that's typically going to be like your signature scent, you know. And it's something that people know you by. Like your dude will be like, oh, you got that such and such one. Like when I wear my Chanel Entendre, the Chance, oh my God, my husband just goes crazy. He already knows that's what it is. Then I wear my Baccarat Rouge 540. He already knows what that is. So I feel like it's those scents that just, like, I know when he wears Creed. So it's just like certain scents, just like everybody around you like, I don't know what that is, but it smells good. I don't know what that is, but it smells good. That's kind of how you want to be. So I want to talk very briefly about some of the scents that I personally love the most. I want to try to talk about some ones that I actually have on hand. Like I said, buying travel size and roller size. Or did I mention it? I think I wrote it down, but I don't think I mentioned that. That's a good way to try fragrances too at a lesser price, is to get the roller ball or the travel spray. And that way you can kind of make sure you actually like a scent before you buy a big bottle. So I do that quite often. Like the Jimmy Choo I Want You, I just knew based on the notes I was going to like it, because I don't really go to the store in person. So I do a lot of blind buys now. But I hated it. So I'm glad. Well, it wasn't my favorite. But yeah, I buy a lot of travels to see. Or like right now, I'm wearing the Travel of the Product Candy, and I just, it smells so damn good. So it's a good way to see what you like before you break the bank. So I'm going to kind of talk about, like I said, some of these that I have on hand in full size and why I enjoy them. And then lastly, I'll talk about what my signature scent really is. Because I feel like it's a cross between this one, which is the Chance, the Chanel Chance Tendre. So this is one of my signature scents, and then I'll tell you what the other one is, and then lastly I'll go into what my signature scent used to be. So this one belongs to the fragrance family of Fresh, and this is a fresh fruity floral, and the keynotes are citron, jasmine, and teakwood. So the description is: the delicate and unexpected fruity floral fragrance for women creates a soft whirlwind of happiness, fantasy, and radiance. A green and fruity grapefruit accord intertwines with the softness of jasmine and the smoothness of white musk for an intoxicatingly light floral trail. So this is something I wear to like weddings, or like when I want to really be like dainty and sweet and like a princess. That's what this puts me in the state of, is this one. And that's what I think your signature scent is going to put you in, that state of happiness and bliss when you smell it on yourself. Another scent that I like, but it's not my signature scent, but I just want to kind of talk about it, is the K.I.L.E. Vanilla. So I've always been a big vanilla fan. Like most of my scents have a little bit of vanilla in them. So this one is in the warm and spicy fragrance family. Remember I told you most of my scents are warm and spicy. And this is a warm and sweet gourmand. And the keynotes are vanilla accords, tonka absolute, amber, woods. So this captivate the senses with Vanilla 28, a masterpiece of refined and cultivated nuance, a time-honored union of creamy jasmine and rich Madagascan vanilla orchid draws out the sweet softness of Brazilian tonka. Oh, let me put this up here. And the bottle's so cute. Beautifully balanced oriental notes of musk, amber, patchouli, and brown sugar from the distinguished wood base of this utterly sublime scent. And I will say with the K.I.L.E., I like it because it's like so sweet. It's like definitely a vanilla, but you can layer it with so many other things. Then another scent that I really enjoy is the Tom Ford. Let me figure out where I got it on here. This is the Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla. And this bottle is just elegant as hell. It definitely costs to be the boss. I got some hair stuck in here. Definitely costs to be the boss. But this just smells good. This is one I actually wear, surprisingly, to work a lot. This is what it looks like. And this one is, I thought I just saw it. Okay, so this one is warm and spicy. Again, go figure. Woody spices, keynotes, tobacco leaf, vanilla ginger. Tom Ford reinvents the classic tobacco with creamy tonka bean, vanilla, cocoa, dry fruit accords, and a sweet wood sap for a modern, opulent, and heady impression of confidence and power. I'm gonna say, when I wear this, I feel like I'm that girl, like in a business sense. Like you can't talk to me any kind of way. I'm not one of them. That's how I feel when I wear that. Very confident fragrance. And then you're gonna find you have different signature scents for like work, every day, or you have a signature scent for date night, or hanging out with the girls. So I feel like you kind of figure that out, but it's good to have one that encompasses all those things. So then another scent that I like is the Ariana Grande Cloud. And I feel like this is pretty good if you're starting off with perfumes, because it has like a really good scent. The only thing is the silage on this one, it doesn't last forever. So I don't like that. But like if you're just starting and you're not ready for like some of the big buck perfumes, that's a good place to start. And let me see what it says as far as the notes. Did I write it down? I thought I put it down. Okay, so I guess I didn't write down the notes, but it reminds me of like some marshmallow, some vanilla. It's just, it has a really beautiful scent. Like, I can't describe it. A lot of people consider this a dupe for the next one I'm going to talk about, which is Baccarat Rouge 540. I'll say it's very close, but it is not a dupe. It's not a dupe, but it's very close. If you want to try it, I'll say that. So on to my signature scent, which is the Baccarat Rouge 540. So what it is an eau de perfume that lays on your skin like amber, floral, and woody breeze. The fragrance story, luminous and sophisticated. This poetic scent features a graphic and highly condensed signature. So this has jasmine, saffron, cedarwood, and ambergris in it. So it's just beautiful from when you first put it on to when it dies down. It's just like, if you want to feel like that girl in any setting at work, what you do, whatever, it's this girl. At least for me, this is my signature scent. It's this girl right here. Ooh, it just smells like a grown woman's supposed to smell to me. It just, I mean, and it's unisex. I personally couldn't really smell that. I feel like on a guy, even though my husband, we talk about he gonna wear it, I couldn't really smell this on a guy. I just feel like it's that girl. And that's what it makes me feel like, and that's why this is my signature scent. I just feel like that girl when I have that on. Like, you can't talk to me any kind of way. You can't talk to me any kind of way when I have that on. You can't. And I feel like you just gotta find that scent that makes you feel like that. Like, when I got this on, you can't talk to me any kind of way. I am that girl. I'm not about to be mean to people, but I'm about to walk into this room with confidence, and you're gonna smell me when I get in this room, and you're gonna smell me when I leave out of this room, because my smell gonna linger, and you'll be like, what does she have on? And that's a good sign of a signature scent, like a scent that you get a lot of compliments on, or a scent that like people always ask, what do you have on? Like, I feel like when I wear this, I always get other ladies asking me what I have on. Like, I kid you not, anytime I wear this, like, I've been stopped at weddings, I've been stopped at the daycare, and it's been like, what do you have on? Now, to me, this is more of like a everyday scent for like more of the spring, summer. But sometimes in the winter, I do wear it because I just do like it. But it's one of my signature scents. I would say between that and the Baccarat Rouge, those are my two signature scents. Now, let me tell you what was my girl. I met my husband when I was working at the hospital. This was that girl scent. This is Fancy by Jessica Simpson. And I just used to love the scent of this. It's just like smooth vanilla. It's just beautiful. I can't describe, but it's not my signature scent anymore. It's very, I feel like now that I'm older, it's very syrupy on me. And like had a baby, it's very syrupy on me. So I wear it every blue moon. But again, I prefer that. Now let me tell you guys some honorable mentions of some scents that you guys maybe can try out that to me also smell very great. So you could also try out Burberry Her, which is floral, and that's a fruity floral. And the keynotes are dark berries, jasmine, and musk amber. So it says fragrance description, Burberry Her for women is an artful blend of berries elevated by spirited jasmine and violet and smoothed out with amber and musk. A multifaceted, magnetic, fruity gourmand and the scent of freedom. I love that. That's another scent if like you want a good everyday scent. I feel like an expensive realm, which is the Zara Ebony Woods. Which has clove, pink pepper, and wood essence, and it smells really good. Only thing I don't like is the sillage on that. The sillage, it does not last long at all to me. Like, you spray it on and it's just like, it smells so good. Then like 10 minutes later, you're like, I can't even smell myself. Like, I love smelling myself. When I'm going out, when I'm going to bed, I just, ooh, girl, you smell good. Like when I wear, remember I told y'all I wear that Time Forward to work. When I wear this to work and I'm on my commute, it just wraps the entire car. I mean, but it's a $283 ticket. That's what you're paying for. Another good scent that I love, which is great for every day, and it's definitely gonna get a lot of compliments, is the Marc Jacobs Perfect. So this is a floral, but it's a warm floral. And it has daffodil, almond milk, and cashmere. So it says this perfume opens with juicy notes of rubber and bright daffodil that reveal the comforting heart of almond milk and finish with a dry, soft down of cedarwood and cashmere. Modern, bright, and feminine, Perfect is an unconventional yet harmonious clash of fresh florals and calm, soothing notes. So I want to go back to talk about this Ariana Grande Cloud, because I know a lot of people buy this. instead of the Baccarat 540 because it does smell really good. So this is more in the oriental, like, but it's like a sweet gourmand. So the keynotes are lavender blossom, juicy pear, bergamot, and then the heart is coconut, indulgent praline, vanilla orchid, and then the base is sensual musk and creamy blonde wood. So it's a lot going on with this. So another one I put on here is the Versace Dylan Turquoise, which is fresh. It's a fresh floral. And the keynotes are lemon, perfluoro essence, guava, and musk. This fragrance opens with a burst of Primavera lemon and Italian mandarin. So that scent to me is really good for the summertime if you just want to get out the shower and just smell really good. Another one I like that I wore on vacation is Dolce & Gabbana Garden. And it's a floral, it's a warm floral. So as you guys can see, I tend to go towards warmer scents. And this has frangipani flower, coconut essence, and ylang-ylang. And then another YSL Mon Paris, which is floral, fruity floral, datura flower, patchouli, red berries. This is a sweet floral women's fragrance with notes of red berries that are softened by datura flower and anchored by the woody scent of white musk blended beautifully together with patchouli to create a scent that is romantic in every way. So to summarize, I feel like keynotes are going to be a big indicator once you figure out what type of scent you like. And that's going to be one way to kind of figure it out. But it's really just going to be testing it out on your skin, seeing how you like it throughout the day, applying it in the morning, seeing how it dries down, how you like it. Because it could dry down to something you hate midday. And that's why I feel like you got to kind of try it out. But again, to me, a signature scent is just that scent. When you put it on, you feel like you could literally take over the world if you wanted to. You could literally take over your man if you wanted to. You could literally take over your block. You might be, this is a public service announcement. You might be the baddest on your block, but not my block. That's how you want to feel. Like, you the baddest on your block. On your block. Not on my block, but on your block, for sure. That's how you want to feel, like, when you put this on. That's how you know it's your signature scent. But those are the ways, like I said, I would try to figure it out. Is first taking the fragrance quiz, going in, once you've taken the quiz, telling them what kind of scents you think you gravitate towards so that they can help you figure out some scents to try, asking other people who you think smell good what scents they would suggest, and kind of going from there. So I didn't want to have this video be too lengthy. I think I'm at like 20 minutes or something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Again, this is your favorite pretty girl peeps, with some relatable content.